We take care of the whole recovery process, getting them back to the level they were before they got injured, and many times even better. What's involved is preserving dreams.
The first thing I do with any athlete is figure out their goals and then try to make a plan based upon that.
One of the things that people don't quite understand about team physicians is how invested we are in these people's lives. We don't look at you as a guy with a shoulder problem. We try to understand what it is that makes you tick.
At Athletic Brewing Company, we've built America's first craft non-alcoholic brewery. We've created a lineup of award-winning non-alcoholic beers. Our beers are made with organic grains and start at only 50 calories. Athletic beers are perfect for anyone who loves being healthy and active, but also loves to enjoy great tasting beer with friends. To give us a try, go to athleticbrewingcompany.com and use code ATHLETIC20 for 20% off your first order.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Get back the life you love.
They say you play basketball, you play football, you play tennis, but you can't play boxing. You have to fight. I remember the night where it went completely downhill. It was a massive tumor that had wrapped itself around my spine. Dr. Hartle, who was my surgeon, he aced it. They resurrected me. On August 9th, 2014, I became the WBA middleweight champion of the world.
Hello and welcome to the finale of Takeover Trivia presented by Columbia Orthopedics. This is it. This is the big one. It's for all the marbles. We have our three returning champions for our epic last round of trivia for this fall semester. So joining us are Cassidy Williams from the cross country team, Alexa Conomikes from field hockey, and Andrew Stevens from men's soccer. Everybody, welcome back and best of luck tonight. So Cassidy, we'll start with you. You're our two-time champion. You're all-time leader in points for Takeover Trivia. How are you feeling going into this finale?
I'm excited. I'm going to take the win home.
And Alexa, you were up against Cassidy in the last semifinal. You know what you're up against. What's it going to take to get past Cassidy tonight?
I think it's going to take less questions about New York City and more questions about anything else. That's going to be the key.
And lastly, we have the comeback kid, Andrew Stevens. He's rallied from first round deficits in both of his victories. Andrew, you got to stick with the same formula. You're going to try to jump out to an early lead this time.
I mean, honestly, there's a lot of jeopardy to be played. So, we got time. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, looking forward to the experience.
All good. All right, so you all know how the game's going to play. I will run through the first round categories, and we will get started. So the first one is Name That Coach. It was from one of our semifinals. These are clues about head coaches at Columbia other than the sports that you play. So winter and spring program head coaches. The 2000s, another pickup. We did the 1990s in one of the semifinals. So now we'll get to see your knowledge of pop culture in the 2000s, some, random facts and, things from the 2000s, the decade you were all born. And sports movies, self-explanatory. No,
I was born in 1999.
There you go. We got one holdover. Then we have sports movies, self-explanatory. So just some clues about some popular movies about sports. And the Ancient Eight. This is some deep facts about our Ivy League brethren. So let's see how much knowledge. I'm sure some of you were recruited by other Ivy League schools, so we'll see how much you know about them. So Cassidy jumped the gun on the Zoom call. She is going to take the first category in our Takeover Trivia finale.
Okay. I'll do the 2000s for 500.
The 2000s for 500. This social media site allowed users to choose their top 8 friends and customize profiles with their favorite songs. Cassidy.
What is MySpace?
That's right. Cassidy jumps up to 500 points. Does anybody have a MySpace page, or was it gone before you all were into social media?
Nope,
Popular when I was in college, and it's defunct now. Cassidy, what's next?
I'll do 2000s for 100.
2000 for 400. Trendy pajama-like tracksuits of the 2000s were made with this velvety material. Alexa.
What are Juicy Couture tracksuits?
The material that we were looking for, so that's incorrect.
Oh.
So she drops to negative 400. Cassidy got in second.
What is velour?
That's right.
Aw.
So Cassidy jumps to 900. And those were popular even for travel suits back in the day. I worked at Seton Hall, and I had a velour tracksuit. Proud to say. Don't have it in my closet anymore, but
they're back in style now.
They're back in style.
We were going to our senior. We always dress up for Halloween, and our senior year finale was going to be us all dressing in juicy tracksuits, but probably never came to fruition.
It never happened. Maybe next year. All right, Cassidy goes back to you.
I'll do 2300.
Sticking with the 2000s. Before iPhones and Androids, this thin cell phone was the preferred cell phone of many celebrities and was relaunched in February 2020. Andrew.
What is the BlackBerry?
Incorrect.
Sheesh.
So it drops to negative 300. Anybody else? Time's up. The correct answer was Motorola Razr. Yeah, the key word in there was thin. Or BlackBerries weren't that thin.
Right.
Had one of those back in the day too. Again, just a mess. Cassidy stays with you.
2000s 200.
2000s for 2. This reality singing competition helped launch the careers of Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood, and Jennifer Hudson. Alexa.
What is American Idol?
You got it. Up to negative 200. And you get to pick the next category.
We'll finish out the 2000s for 100.
Closing out the first category. One of the first of its kind, this popular MP3 player was introduced in 2002. Cassidy.
What is the iPod?
You got it. Closing out with 1,000 points. And you get to pick what's next.
I'll do the Ancient 8 for 500.
Ancient 8 for 5. 4 of the 7 schools that make up this university receive state funding. Cassidy.
What is Cornell?
That's right.
They have SUNYs, I think.
A few of those. So you guys have a 1 in 8 chance of getting these right. So Cassidy, what do you want to go with next?
I'll go 400 for Ancient 8.
400. It is regarded as the first institution of higher education established in the New World. Alexa.
What is Harvard?
That's right. Into the positives. Making a little run again. And what do you want to go with next?
We'll do sports movies for 100.
Sports movies for 100. This 1976 Oscar-winning film featured a little-known boxer from Philadelphia who earned a shot at the heavyweight title. Cassidy.
What is Rocky?
That's right. Cruising along once again. And board goes back to you.
I'll do sports movies 200.
Sports for 2. In 2004, this movie depicted the U.S. hockey team's victory over the Soviet Union and run to the gold medal in the 1980 Olympics. Andrew.
What is Miracle?
Yep. So negative 100. And you get to pick your first category of the night.
Let's go sports movies for 500.
Sports for 5. A 1942 classic about the life and playing career of Columbia great and Baseball Hall of Famer Lou Gehrig. Had to throw this one in there. Time's up. Answer is Pride of the Yankees. No, it was really tough. That's why it was 500. Andrew, sticks with you.
Let's do sports movies for 400.
For 4. An underdog story about a man who defied the odds to walk on and play football at Notre Dame. Andrew.
What is Rudy?
That's right.
Love that.
Moves into second place. 300 points. You want to close it out or go somewhere else?
Let's go name that coach for 300.
Name that coach for 3. She was the 2019 Ivy League Coach of the Year after leading the softball program to its first ever Ivy League playoff series. No takers on our softball head coach.
Oh.
Time's up. Answer's Jen Teague.
Her name was escaping me. I can like see her. She takes, sometimes she comes on our field and like takes pictures of us. She's always like cheering us on. This makes me feel like a terrible person. Oh.
Well, knowing a lot of the faces, not necessarily the names. Andrew, goes back to you. See if we can get some points back on the board.
Let's do name that coach for 500.
Name that coach for 5. A silver medalist at the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona, he now serves as head diving coach at Columbia.
Oh no.
All right, time up again. Correct answer is Scott Donnie. And Andrew, we're going to go back to you.
Let's go sports movies for 300.
Sports movies for 3, closing out the second category. A fictionalized account of the real-life All-American Girls Professional Baseball League that stars Tom Hanks and Gina Davis. All right, time's up again. Correct answer was A League of Their Own. 90s movie. Back in the day a little bit.
Should have got it, Alexa. 90s.
those 6 months I lived in the 90s were really, they really primed me for that.
Andrew, still with you.
Let's go The Ancient 8 for 200.
Ancient 8 for 200. This is the name of Penn's prestigious business school. Andrew.
What is Wharton?
You got it. So Andrew up to 500. Staying in control of the board.
Let's go Ancient 8 for 300.
Ancient 8 for 3. Known for its exceptional drama and musical programs, this Ivy has an a cappella singing group named the Whiffin' Poofs. Andrew.
What is Brown?
Incorrect. It's down to 200. Cassidy got in second.
What is Yale?
That's right. I think that's the longest stretch without answering a question we've had from you, Cassidy. What do you want to go with next?
I'll do Ancient 8 100.
Closing out that category. This is the only Ivy League institution with college in its official title. Cassidy.
What is Dartmouth?
Yep. So 2,000 points. Alexa and Andrew tied with 200. And there's only three categories left. 3 clues left. 1 category.
Name that coach 400.
Name that coach for 4. Let's see if we can get one. This alumna took over the women's tennis program in 2007 and has led the Lions to an Ivy League championship and 2 NCAA tournament appearances. All right, time is up, and it is Eileen Weintraub. I believe Coach Weintraub actually had a baby during quarantine, so congratulations to her. Cassidy.
Name that coach 200.
For 2. He became the 23rd head coach of the men's basketball program in April 2016. Andrew.
Who is Jim Angles?
Yep. First one to get one of those questions right.
Oh, I've seen him.
And we close out the first round with Name That Coach for 100. Introduced to Columbia in 2015, he is the winningest active head coach at any level of college football. Andrew.
Who is Al Bagnoli?
Yep. So Andrew making an early surge by his standards. Finishes the round number 1 with 500 points. Cassie's in first place with 2,000, and Alexa in third with 200. But as we know, crazier things have happened. A lot of time to be played. So stick around for round 2 of Takeover Trivia presented by Columbia Orthopedics.
During my time at Columbia, the incredible support from the university, alumni, and parents has helped us make great strides in the resources we've been able to provide our student athletes in and out of competition. We do not want to lose that momentum during this unprecedented year. With that in mind, I'm excited to announce the launch of the One Roar campaign for athletics. For this year only, the One Roar Fund will replace all sports-specific fundraising. By bringing our alumni and parent communities together, we can truly do something exceptional for past, present, and future Columbia Lions. In these times where reduced revenues and increased fiscal pressure are the new normal, the money raised during this campaign will support each of our 700 plus student athletes from all 31 sport programs, as well as the administrative units that support our teams. Your past investments in our athletic programs have been critical to our success, and I hope we can rely upon you to help our entire department through these challenging times. Be safe and go Lions.
We are back for round number 2 of the finale of Takeover Trivia. We're presented by Columbia Orthopedics. We've got a good game going. A lot of time left in the second round. The points are doubled, of course. Cassidy Williams from cross country in first with 2,000 points. Andrew Stevens from men's soccer in second with 500 points, and Alexa Conomikes in second with 200 points. She's from field hockey, by the way, if I didn't mention that. Like we mentioned, points are doubled. I'll run through the round 2 categories. Team facilities. These are not any of your team's facilities, but we're going to show you some areas that other teams might train or practice in or compete in. True New Yorkers is some facts about celebrities from the city of New York with some hints there. Planes, trains, and automobiles. This is some clues about how you might get around in New York City. And Columbia team facts. These are facts, again, about teams at Columbia other than your own. So we'll see how much you know about the Columbia Athletics program. So Alexa, we're going to go to you to start round number 2 and see what you want to go with first.
All right, we'll do Columbia team facts for 200.
Columbia team facts for 2. This team defeated Miami, East Carolina, and FIU in the 2015 NCAA tournament. Andrew.
Who is baseball?
Yep. Good start there. I was there in Miami for that run. Pretty exciting. Andrew.
Let's go Columbia team facts for 400.
Staying with the same category. This sport saw the women's team finish the 2019-20 season ranked number 5 nationally. Andrew again.
Who is fencing?
Not incorrect. So you're going to drop down to 300. Alexa?
Who is squash?
That is right. Big time ranking for women's squash. And goes back to you.
All right, we'll do Columbia team facts for 600.
All right. This women's team qualified for the Ivy League tournament for the first time in 2020 after a 17-win season. Cassidy.
What is basketball?
Yep, that's right. 2,600 points. And you get to pick the next category.
Team facts 800.
All right, sticking with it. This men's team finished the 2019 season ranked 16th nationally after making it all the way to the round of 16 in the NCAA tournament. Alexa.
Who is men's tennis?
Yep. Good job by everybody. And we got one more clue in this category, or if you want to go somewhere else, that's fine too.
We'll just finish out the category for 1,000.
All right, closing it up for 1,000. This women's team debuted in 2003 and play their home competitions in Tenafly, New Jersey. Andrew.
Who is archery?
Incorrect.
Sheesh.
Good guess. All right, time's up. And it's women's golf.
That is a sport that makes sense to not play in New York. I was like, which team would it make sense not to be in New York? Golf would be one of them.
So we're done with the first category of round 2. I think it's Alexa's board.
All right, we'll do team facilities for 200.
Facilities for 2. This is the training facility of the 16-time NCAA championship program. Andrew.
Who is wrestling?
Incorrect. Andrew, doing the opposite of the first 2 rounds. Cassidy got in second.
What is fencing?
You got it. Up to 2,800. And you get to pick the next category.
Planes, trains, and automobiles for 1,000.
Planes, trains, automobiles for 1,000. This main hub for the New York City subway, LIR, Metro North, NJ Transit, and Amtrak is located below Madison Square Garden. Andrew got in first.
What is Penn Station?
Yep. So back in the positives. Big answer for you.
That was 1,000 points. Wow.
Yep. Back in it.
Morally. Let's go True New Yorkers for 2,000 or for 1,000.
For 1,000?
Yeah, 1,000.
Okay. These New Yorkers, a father and son duo, were both in Zoolander. Cassidy.
Who is Ben Stiller and Jerry Stiller?
Yep. 3,800. This is where Cassidy flexes the muscle a little bit.
Let's do planes and trains for 800.
Okay, for 8. You can spot people on these blue 2-wheelers all around New York City. Andrew.
What are city bikes?
Yes. Got a good game going on here. Andrew, back to you.
Let's go team facilities for 1,000.
Team facilities for 1,000. One of the training facilities for this team is located on the 4th floor of the Nash building, located at 3280 Broadway between 131st and 133rd. Andrew.
What is archery?
They got it that time.
Wait, really?
Yep.
I thought archery's only practice facility was on our field.
It's there too, but there's an indoor facility on the 4th floor of the Nash building.
We've dropped on the bus. I've been on the bus and they've all gotten off there. So that's the reason why I knew that one.
Nice. Way to be observant there.
Let's go True New Yorkers for 800.
True New Yorkers for 8. These 2 New Yorkers starred together in this hit sitcom and were frequently seen at Tom's Diner. Andrew.
What is Seinfeld?
Can you give me the names of the characters?
No.
Okay, so we're going to drop Andrew. Anybody else? Time's up. And it was Jerry Seinfeld and Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah, the second one I was not going to get.
Yeah. Fun fact about Julia Louis-Dreyfus, her son attended basketball camps at Columbia. So he ended up going to Northwestern and not going to Columbia, but still cool seeing Selena Meyer from Veep in Levian. Andrew, it's still your board.
Let's go team facilities for 800.
Team facilities for 8. This team has its home matches in the blue gym of the Dodge Fitness Center. Andrew.
What is wrestling?
Yep. So back up to 1,900 points, shoot you back into second place.
Let's go True New Yorkers for 600.
True New Yorkers for 6. This New Yorker is known for her delicious food dishes on the Food Network and is her own show on ABC. Cassidy.
Who is Rachel Ray?
Yep. 4,400 and control back to you.
Team facilities for 600.
Team facilities for 6. These men's and women's teams compete at the Percy Uris Natatorium. Alexa.
What are men and women swimming and diving?
Yep. We'll take it. 2,000 points back into second place. Going back and forth here.
We'll do planes, trains, and automobiles for 600.
For 600. This famous photo was taken here. Alexa.
What is Grand Central Station?
Yep. On a little bit of a run here.
I've never been there, but I know what it looks like from Gossip Girl and other shows.
Still got another year to figure that out, so yeah. We'll get there.
We'll do planes, trains, and automobiles for 400.
For 400, going backwards here. This NYC airport is named after the 35th president of the United States. Andrew.
What is JFK?
Yeah. Yep. John F. Kennedy Airport. We'll take it. 2,300 points. And we're buzzing through round 2 here.
Let's go team facilities for 400.
Team facilities for 400. This team competes in the Dick Savage Center. Alexa.
What is tennis?
Yep. The other bubble at Baker. Alexa, what do you want to go with?
We'll do planes, trains, and automobiles for 200.
Okay. These famous yellow cars were originally painted red and green. Alexa again.
What are taxis?
Yep. 3,200 points and 2 categories left. So you want to go for 2 or 4?
We'll do 400.
True New Yorkers for 400. This New Yorker and Grammy Award winning artist went to Columbia and took a stance on showing her true self by going makeup free indefinitely. Cassidy.
It was Alicia Keys.
Yes. A repeat answer on Trivia Takeover. And we close things out for the last time. The last category is True New Yorkers for 200. This New Yorker stars in Grown Ups, 50 First Dates, and Uncut Gems. Cassidy.
Who's Adam Sandler?
Yes. So I'd say this game's lived up to every expectation we had going into this. It's a close one. Everybody's got a shot here. Going into the final exam, Cassidy's in first place with 5,000 points, followed by Alexa with 3,200 and Andrew with 2,300. Before we go to break, we are going to reveal the category for the final exam. So it's going to be first at Columbia. So send me directly your final wagers. And as we do that, we'll take a quick break. You're watching the finale of Takeover Trivia presented by Columbia Orthopedics.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike Kowalski.
I'm Kyle Matrician.
And this is Megan Rojas.
And in case you're not one of our millions of listeners, we're the hosts of a weekly podcast called The Roarcast.
Each week, we catch up with Columbia student athletes and coaches and give you the latest info on all of our varsity programs.
New episodes are posted on Mondays. You can subscribe today by searching for Columbia Athletics on Apple Music, Spotify, Stitcher, and SoundCloud.
You can also find us on gocolumbia.com/podcasts.
Roar.
Lion.
Roar.
All right, we are back for the finale of Takeover Trivia presented by Columbia Orthopedics. Before we go back to the final exam, we want to make a correction to something that happened in round 2. Andrew answered the question about who frequented Tom's Diner with the answer of Seinfeld. We realized it was not appropriately worded. It was a little bit tricky. So we awarded him the 800 points for that category. So he's going to go up to 3,100 points going into the final exam. Sorry about that, Andrew. We're big enough to recognize our mistakes as we go on and take over trivia here. So don't have to look at for that, but it makes it even a closer game here. 100 behind Alexa with 3,100 points, and she's got 3,200. And again, Cassidy stays the same with 5,000 points. So we'll flip back to the category for the final exam, which again is first at Columbia, and we will reveal the final clue. In 1770, Columbia was the first institution in the American colonies to grant this type of degree. So we'll give you a few moments to put your answers in the final in the chat, just to me privately, and we'll see who comes out on top in the finale of Takeover Trivia. All right, we have everybody's answers here. So we will unveil what the correct answer is. And it is, what is a doctor of medicine, an MD? And gathering by the looks on everybody's faces, they don't look very pleased. So we'll see what the final wagers were. So we will start with Andrew. He went with a JD, which is not correct. Good guess. There is a type of degree, and he waged 1,800, so that drops him to 1,300 for a total, which again, respectable number. It was a good try. And then we go to Alexa, and she answered with a Bachelor of Science, which is also incorrect, and she wagered 2,500, so puts her all the way down to 700. So it puts her behind Andrew. So we will see what Cassidy's answer was, and it was a bachelor's degree, also incorrect, but wage 2,000. So she's only down to 3,000, which means she is the Tournament of Champions champion. We'll double it up. The winner of the Tournament of Champions. So congratulations, Cassidy.
Thank you.
I wish we had a prize for you, but that goes against NCAA compliance. Rules. Sorry. If you have any issues with that, email Kevin Burton and Aisley Carter. Sorry, guys, for throwing you under the bus. So I hope you guys had some fun. Hope you guys have good luck on your finals and enjoy the holiday season. It's been great. Thank you for everybody who watched our entire season of Takeover Trivia. We've got some fun things in store for the winter, so stay tuned on updates for that on social media. Follow Go Columbia Lions on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Not on MySpace. That's not a thing anymore. So for Takeover Trivia, presented by Columbia Orthopedics, I'm Mike Kowalski. Thanks for watching.